You're probably getting destroyed by Van Dijk and FC24, but that's because you probably don't have Path to Glory Douglas Luiz. Or is it true? Because today we'll be finding out if this card is wondrous, mid, or doo-doo. And I'll be letting you know that by the end of this video. But why should you listen to me? Well, I consistently get rank 1 and rank 2 in FUT Champions. I'm also top 3% in the Elite Division. So I believe I can help recommend you the best cards to use to help get you more wins and fun cards to use to enjoy. So first, we're going to be talking about his pace, breaking down his stats all the way down to the physicality, letting you know what I like and don't like about the card. Then I'll be telling you the best ways to use this card if you decide to buy it. But before we get into anything at all, be sure to follow the Twitch, link in the description or link in the comments to tune into the live stream. And also, if you need FUT coins, be sure to use code CV3 on U7Buy for 6% off. Link in the description or link in comments for cheap and safe coins. So now look, let's talk about his pace. This guy's got 96 pace as his base. And did he feel like that? Well, I didn't really feel like he was super slow in any moment. He definitely had the ability without the ball, twist and turn and try to catch up the players, because this guy's got jockey plus. So he was moving fast and rapid when it came to turning around with him and the movement. So his pace was definitely pretty good. I wish he had a little bit of that quick step to allow him to boost forward, but he doesn't. So it is what it is. So with the pace, you don't really got to worry about that much. He still won't be able to actually always catch up to players with the playstyle. But what about his dribbling ability? This dude got 93 dribbling. Now for me, you can definitely dribble with him. You can twist and turn because he's not the tallest player. You can move around and all that stuff. But like if you're looking to dance, he can't really dance for you because he's a 4-star skiller. So it's a little bit annoying because like sometimes you can do other skill moves that can create more space to give you opportunities to send in over the top through balls and all that type of stuff, all that fun stuff, but he's just a 4-star skiller. But overall, he can twist and turn and get into open spaces. Now, what about his shooting ability? He's a midfielder, centre mid and centre defensive mid. So you're not looking for him to be the craziest clinicality ability type player. You get me? But he has the finesse like Messi, power shot, regular, don't call my cellular, and he even got you with the set pieces with the dead ball, regular, don't call my cellular. So he can definitely shoot the ball for you, especially when you're in the box. That 96 shot will definitely do wonders for you. I didn't have no issues with him when I tried to score in the box for sure. Outside the box, didn't really get as many opportunities for him, but I'll let you know the reasons why I wasn't getting as many opportunities later on. Defensive capabilities. Looky here. This is what I believe this guy's main ish was to be. Pretty good defensive. Now look, when you jockey with him, oh yes, moving fast like a mofo. Interceptions, it would get to him, but he's not that tall of a player, so sometimes he would kind of miss the ball at times. On top of that, since he has the intercept plus playstyle, he would automatically animate and fail you at times, which can create a more dangerous counter attack for your opponent, which I didn't really like. I ain't gonna lie. I also do wish this guy had anticipate, at least regular or anticipate plus, because there were times I was defending and it was doing that ping pong stuff. It would tackle and it'd become a through ball for my opponent. It would tackle and he wouldn't really retain it, and it would allow that bounce back and forth. Not sure if I actually have possession, which was a little bit annoying, especially when you're a smaller player. You need to hold the possession because the biggities can use their long legs to body you or luckily get the possession back. So defensively, obviously he was good. He's like a pest type of player, like N'Golo Kante, but no anticipate. Now passing ability, you're not gonna have no issues with that for sure. He didn't seem like the type of player to be a dimer like that until you look at his playstyles and his abilities and how he performed in game, and he was pretty good at diming. I like his through ball abilities and all that type of stuff for sure. Now physicality. The physicality for me, once you're a little bit of that smaller player in the midfield, you try and body off the Patrice Vieiras, you try to body off Mikel Ballack, these others tall biggity centre mids. He's gonna move a little bit like a Puss in Boots. He is a pest, like he can cause some issues, but since he doesn't have the anticipate to glue the ball back, even if he causes issues, your opponent can still most of the time retain possession, which I didn't really like about Douglas Luiz. On top of that, he also isn't a 5-star skiller. So when we go back to the passing a little bit, he can't use the left foot as consistent. His shot won't be as consistent with his left foot. His passing, all that type of stuff comes into play with him being 500k on the market, being a 4-star player. But what about the best ways to use this card though? Now, to be honest, if you're one of those players that don't like really to touch your back line, he might be a nice guy for you because his jockey and adjusting ability while you're not controlling with the ball, he can move around pretty quickly, turn around, and be able to zoom towards your opponent to try and take the ball. Of course, like I said before, you're not always going to retain possession, but it will still cause some issues for sure. In the midfield, he is a high work rates type of player, but I did find that for some reason, even though he's high, he had more of a tendency to stay back a little bit and not push forward. Like when I was using Federico Valverde, that guy likes to push forward at the right moments at the right time. This guy's attacking AI brain wasn't as smart as Federico Valverde to me. So I do believe that you're gonna have to use those power shots a little bit more with this guy because he's gonna stay back a little bit more. You pass it with him if your opponent starts pressing one of your attackers. You can pass it to him, chip it up, and do the power shot and try to score a goal right there. Another way to use this card is to pass him the ball in certain areas in the midfield, and since he has press proven where he can turn around like no other, he has press proven regular regular don't come silly, so you can turn a little bit faster while your opponent is pressing you, which will allow you to turn faster before the defense can actually take the ball from you, which will move their midfielder or whoever's attacking them out of position to give you other players an opportunity to attack. So I do suggest passing him the ball while his back is facing towards your net and trying to turn quickly, because he can do it faster than most cards that don't have that playstyle. But now the question is Douglas Luiz wondrous, mid, or doo-doo? Now for me, using this card, a lot of times I can tell if a player is good when I remove one of my great cards that I use. Now I was playing Mikel Ballack with all of his upgrades now, and that card is now officially wondrous. From the previous review, I believe I called him midrous, but he's definitely wondrous now. Mikel Ballack's presence. He has that aura in the midfield now. Present, you get me? Douglas Luiz didn't really feel the aura or the presence. Felt a little bit weak in the midfield. So for me, I'm gonna have to call Douglas Luiz straight up mid. Now this type of card has the possibility of getting upgrades. It could change it, but at this moment, for me using this card, he's mid. But I also reviewed this card right here, find out if he's wondrous, mid, or doo-doo. And I also tested one of the most unpopular cards in FC24. Find out what happened there in that video. Adios.